It can be really hard to ground yourself when everything around you is ever changing. Take, for instance, the weather in North Carolina. One day, the temps might be in the 20s, and you need your coat, your toboggan, your scarf, and then the very next day, that same coat, that same toboggan, that same scarf can have you sweating profusely and possibly sick as the temperatures shoot up quickly into the 50s. It could be 60s one week and snow the next. That's North Carolina for you. And that's just how quickly things can change around here and around us. If you were to take a look at ancient religion and even modern day religion, you might be tempted to have similar thoughts about God, that he changes quickly. How can we ground ourselves in a God when some cultures portray him as a God with the body of a man, but the head of a beast? Or some cultures portray him as a goddess rather than a god? Or they portray him as this distant and unapproachable judge, while other times they may portray him as a loving father with whom, we can draw near to, with whom we can have a relationship with. Sometimes he's a consuming fire, and other times he's this gentle breeze. The tendency here could be to believe God is ever-changing, random, unreliable, just like North Carolina weather. But Malachi 3:6 lets us know differently. Here we have God's word. Here we have his promise. He says, I am the Lord, and I do not change. That is why you, descendants of Jacob, are not already destroyed. Our God is consistent. He's approachable. He's merciful. He is never changing. He's the same yesterday, the same today, and the same with every tomorrow. He has unlimited attributes, and so the more we spend with him, the better we get to know him. His past history, his present history, his future history, while appearing to be different, is actually always the same. He is always dependable, always reliable, billions of years old, and yet ageless and timeless. He is ever revealing himself to us. So, with so very many things changing constantly, and even people changing constantly, you can rest assured every day that you can ground yourself in God. Ground yourself in this truth. God never changes. Even when we do, God is forever the same.